Hello students, in the last video we have studied about the introduction related to the theorems of exercise 1.4. Now we are moving on to exercise 1.4 first question. Let us understand the question first. Without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminal decimal expansion or a non-terminal repeating decimal expansion. Here what you have to do, you are not going to follow the long process of division, but just looking at the numbers, you have to state whether it will be terminal or non-terminal repeating. Okay, moving to the first sum, 13 upon 3125. 3125 becomes 5 raised to 5. Here the denominator q 5 raised to 5 is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m with n equal to 0 and m equal to 5. Here if we take the value of n to be 0, our this term becomes 0 and 5 raised to 5. So we can say that the decimal expansion of 13 upon 3125 is terminating. Clear students? Moving to the second sum. 17 upon 8. Again 8 means 2 raised to 3. Here the denominator q 2 raised to 3 is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m with n equal to 3 and m equal to 0. Here we are taking the value of n to be 0. Here we are taking the value of m to be 0. Hence the decimal expansion of 17 upon 8 is terminating. Moving to the third sum, 64 upon 455. 64 upon 5 into 7 into 30. These are the prime factors of 455. Here the denominator q of 5 into 7 into 13 is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m where n and m are non-negative integers. The form should be of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. But what we are getting? We are getting q of 5 into 7 into 13 which is not of this form. Hence, the decimal expansion of 64 upon 455 is non-terminating, repeating. Okay students, moving to the fourth sum, 15 upon 1600. It becomes 3 upon 320. How do we got it? We got it on doing the cutting. This becomes 3 upon 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 1. This is again obtained by doing the prime factorization. Here the denominator q of 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 1 is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m with n equal to 6 and m equal to 1. Hence the decimal expansion of 15 upon 1600 is terminating. Splitting 320, we are getting the values which are of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. Hence we can say that the decimal expansion is terminating. Fifth sum, 29 upon 343. 29 upon 7 cube. Here the denominator q of 7 raised to 3 is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m where n and m are non-negative integers. Hence the decimal expansion is non-terminating, repeating. Sixth sum, 23 upon 2 raised to 3 5 square. Here in the question itself we are provided that it is of the form 2 raised to 3 5 raised to 2 n equal to 3 m equal to 2. So it is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. So we can say that. Seventh sum, 129 upon 2 square 5 raised to 7 7 raised to 5. Here the denominator q of 2 square 5 raised to 7 7 raised to 5 is again not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m where n and m are non-negative integers. Hence it is of the form non-terminating, repeating. Eighth sum, 6 upon 15. 2 into 3 3 into 5. 2 upon 5 raised to 1. Here assuming n to be 0, we are getting the value or the denominator as 5 raised to 1 which is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m Hence, the decimal expansion is terminating. Ninth sum, 35 upon 50. 5 into 7, 2 into 5 into 5. So, it becomes 7 upon 2 raised to 1, 5 raised to 1. It is of the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m. Hence, the expansion is terminating. Last sum of this question, 77 upon 210, 7 into 11 upon 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. This is equal to 11 upon 2 into 3 into 5. It is not of the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m. Hence, it is non-terminating, repeating. So, this finishes your first question of exercise 1.4. Now, moving to the second question. Write down the decimal expansions of those rational numbers in question 1 above which have terminating decimal expansions. The sums that we have studied in first question, which were having their answer to be terminating, we have to find the decimal expansions. The first sum was 13 upon 3125. This is equal to 13 upon 5 raised to 5. Now, 5 raised to 5, we have to multiply it with such a number where we get the value in zeros. So, we are multiplying it with 2 raised to 5. So, 13 into 2 raised to 5 upon 2 raised to 5 into 5 raised to 5. On multiplying, we get the value is 416 upon 1 lakh. On finding the value, we get 0.00416. Students, please don't get confused. Simply you have to take such a number over here. On multiplying it with 5, you are getting the value over here in zeros. That's it. Similarly, the second sum, 17 upon 8, 17 upon 2 cube. Now 2 cube, we have to convert it into 1000. It can be done when we are multiplying it with 5 cube. So, in numerator and denominator, we are multiplying it with 5 cube. So, we are getting the value to be 2125 upon 1000. This becomes 2.125. Fourth sum, 15 upon 1600. Again, following the same process, we are getting 9375 upon 10 lakh. This becomes 0.009375. Sixth sum, 23 upon 2 raised to 3, 5 raised to 2. Simply you have to make 5 square to 5 cube. Multiply by 5 in the numerator. You will get 0.115. Eighth sum, 6 upon 15. For converting it into the simplest form, we get 2 upon 5. Converting it into the 2 raised to n, m raised to 5 raised to m form, we are getting 4 upon 10. Our answer is 0.4. And the last sum, that is ninth one, 35 upon 50. Multiplying it with 2, we get 7 upon 10. Answer is 0.7. Clear, students? Along with this, our question 2 is over. Moving to the third question. The following real numbers have decimal expansions as given below. In each case, decide whether they are rational or not. If they are rational and of the form P upon Q, what can you say about the prime factors of Q? Students, here you are already provided with the expansion. You have to say whether the given expansion is rational or not. And if it is rational, then what about the P upon Q form? Or rather we can say what about the factors of Q. Moving to the first sum, 43.12345678 Given number is rational as its decimal expansion is terminating. The decimal expansion is terminating, so we can say that the given number is rational. Since it is given, the P upon Q form of this is terminating and the factors of Q are either 2 or 5 or both. When we are telling or, this means we can say that 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m, where either of n or m can be 0. Clear, students? Moving to the second sum, 0.120, 1200, 12000, 120000, and the pattern goes on. Given number is irrational as its decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-repeating. So when it is irrational and non-terminating, non-repeating, we are not concerned with P upon Q form. Third sum, 43.12345678 bar. Given number is rational as its decimal expansion is non-terminating, repeating. Non-terminating, repeating, that is P upon Q form. The prime factors of Q will contain at least one prime other than 2 and 5. It can be said that the given number is rational. The decimal expansion is non-terminating, repeating. It will be having the factors either containing 2 or 5. Clear, students? This finishes our exercise 1.4 as well as chapter 1. For videos of other chapters, stay tuned, keep watching my videos and like if you like the video.